My guest today is a poet,
Desmond Ratto.
Desmond Ratto.
Ratto, Ratto. It's Italian.
Desmond, welcome to the show. You're our first poet. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here.
Okay, I'm not sure what this is all about, but
Well, I just want to talk to a poet and see what it's like being a poet in 2015.
well, you can talk to anybody, any time of day, anywhere, any place, and you're talking to a poet. The problem is a lot of people don't realize they're poets. They think they limit their creative experience by imposing self-imposed impositions, and they confine and restrict their own creativity by what they would requirements, I guess, in their own minds of what a poet is. And everybody is a poet.
Wow. When did you
You're a
first?
poet. I'm a poet.
I am a poet.
You know it.
I did not know
I'm a
that.
poet, and I know it.
When did you first realize
See my button? I'm a poet,
I'm a poet.
and I know
So,
it.
hello, I'm a poet, and I know it. When did you first realize you were a poet?
Well, I think very early on. Perhaps it was at dawn when I stumbled upon the fact that I am on a ride to. See, that's one of the things that stops people right there. Not all poems have to rhyme.
Right.
And
Not,
matter of fact, most poems don't rhyme.
yours is interesting because it
Rhyme.
was kind of rhyming for a while there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying that you don't have to rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
It does not. Roses are red, violets are green. See what I mean?
And that does rhyme.
Okay, but
yeah.
that's you thought I was going to say roses are red, violets are blue.
You sort of threw a curve in there.
I threw a curve, so
Yeah.
you predict the unpredictable
Mm-hmm.
and express yourself from the heart.
So you're a word master. So when growing up, what were some of the poets? Who were some of the poets that you looked up to, or aspired to be like?
I don't know.
But is there anybody you
I mean,
studied
there's
in
so many-
any poets you studied in school?
You
or
can't
read?
teach. This is the thing about teaching poetry, and I learned this on day one. You can't teach poetry. Grab a hold of that. Here's the thing about teaching poetry.
Okay.
It can't be done.
All
It
right.
can't be done by none. No one can, and no one man can take you by the hand and teach you what you don't understand.
It just flows out of you. You can't help it.
Yes, I guess. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite medium for poetry, for writing your poetry? Do you write in a...
My favorite medium is when I perform spoken word at one of the local cafes, or even on the sidewalk, or you have the parkade here, which was a good place by the bus stop because people are waiting for their bus, and you recite one of your poems, and the look on their face is the astonishment. At first they're bewildered. I think. I mean, that's the read that I get. First they go, "Wow, what is this?" And then there's this look of awe, and you can see them go through almost these stages of fear. It's like they're almost like they want to they want to run because you've exposed something, I think, in them that they
Sure.
were unaware of.
I could understand that, yeah.
I mean, I was doing that the other day in the cafe on the corner there where they grind their own beans, and the manager came over to me and he said, "Wow, I can't believe what you're doing and what you're saying, and it's too much. You're overwhelming." And I think he was right. I think I overwhelmed some of his patrons, and they asked me to give them some time to, I guess, to absorb whatever my poem, and they asked me to actually wait outside.
Well, that's pretty powerful poetry.
It makes me. It's what I do.
Yeah. I hope you don't mind me asking. Are you able to make a living as a poet?
Sometimes at the bus stop, I'll ask people just for whatever they can spare, sliding scale. I don't ask them how much they make, or I don't like to check on anything. But, sometimes people will give me, what I get is a lot of coupons.
Now, in closing,
I got this one is a free appetizer if I buy a large
oh,
pizza.
really? Oh, that's valuable. Well, thank you for being on the show.